Hello, guys. I thought I would start with a little bit of art while it's still early, and we're going to have people coming in here, hopefully. Welcome, welcome. Hello. Happy 7/22/2019. There we go. Who's here with me? Say hello, hello. Oh, I didn't turn the light. That makes things better. I think it does. So yeah, I figured I would just work on this painting here that I started late last night. I still had the itch and I was seeing kind of these cool. It turned out differently than I had in my head, but that's okay. I'm going with the flow. And hi, Karen. Oh, that was cool. It was 1 minute, 22 seconds into my feed and 2 people, 2 likes. Who are my 2 people? Besides, so Karen's here. Who else is here? How are you? Hello, hello. How are we feeling today? Any different energies noticed from yesterday? I still have all the same crystals out that I had yesterday, except for this one. I don't know if anybody's had the chance to watch that one video that I posted earlier. Huge dragon. It starts off 7/22 huge dragon. And in that video, if you watch that video, there's a ton of, excuse me, there's a lot of trash all over this area that I go to every day. And I pick up trash there all the time. And I picked up a bunch of trash there today after I got done recording. I filled up this little bag that I found. And I filled up the bag with a bunch of, hi, Willow. Oh, you just got done watching that video? Awesome. So yeah, at the very end. Yes, you see? So quartz can either come in crystal quartz like this, that clear crystal quartz, I should say. It's a crystal, but it can come in the clear or the opaque. So this rock, this crystal here, and I can't tell if it's like where it's good because it doesn't autofocus. It's really annoying. Right? Yeah. Anyway. So this was, I shit you guys not. This is a quartz crystal, but it's no paper. I have other ones too. And this was directly underneath the dumpster, the big dumpster. The big dumpsters. It was dry. And the only reason why I saw it is because I think I had what did I even? Oh, Rosie's leash was caught on something. And so I looked and I stood up and I went, wait, that was really shiny and white. What was that? And I pulled it out from under there and it was dirty, of course. It was really dirty. But seriously, it was like I just got done picking up all this trash and then I throw it away and there's this beautiful crystal forming. So It's really cool. It's got some yellow in it. I'm not sure what that is. It's super smooth. It's nice and cool. It's just a beautiful, beautiful. It almost looks like a clamshell, doesn't it? It really reminds me of this. Look at it. It's smaller, but I have this cool clamshell. Let's see this. See that? Isn't that neat? It's a shell that they turned into this little, like, whoops, this little jewelry box thing. But it just kind of reminds me of that. It just looks very similar to me. Of course, this is larger, but it kind of has that feel to it. Anyway, I was just super stoked. Just got home, stepping your face. Yeah, my package is on the way. Oh, you went swimming? Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. Oh, I want to go swimming so bad. I'm like, oh, I feel like I want to cry. All of a sudden, I just got really emotional. I'm like, seriously, it's like real emotion coming up right now. I miss swimming. Anyway, continue. No, I seriously, like, real tears are coming out of my eyes right now. It's ridiculous. I just pictured myself in the water, and I'm like, oh my God, I miss it. I miss the water a lot. Hi, Jinx. Jinx, it's been forever since you've been around. Hello, hello. I'm being silly because I'm getting emotional about the ocean or swimming in general. Of course, I take myself right to the ocean. It could be a pool. I'd be happy to be in a pool. We do have a lake here in town. I'm just not into it. Anyway, how was swimming? Where did you go? And please, hold. Oh, hi, Kitty. Can you please stop pacing? Why is it whenever I get live online, you decide to start pacing and being this thing right here? Say hi. Hi. She decides to start being a royal pain in my ass every time I get online. I'm grabbing my tea, you guys, so hold on a second. It's really warm out and I'm making tea. I don't know what the F I'm thinking. It sounded good. I still, like, my day has just, it's been a really weird day. Not a really weird day, I shouldn't say that. It's been, like, time has gone by really fast for me today. How about you guys? Like, stupid fast today. Like, what happened to a couple days ago when it was slow? Oh man, a couple days ago, time was so slow. It was so awesome. I was like, what? It's only 11? What? It's only 1? What? Like, all day long, I was just amazed at the time and how early it was all day. And then, you know, there's these other days where it's like, what? What? It's what time? Ah! I know everybody can relate. You don't have to be psychic to relate to this shit. Pool. Oh, how nice. Yeah, so today was one of those days I was just like, what the F with this? Time is just going by so fast. I even toyed with starting later, but I was like, nah. That extra half hour isn't going to make much of a difference. I didn't do shit today. That's not true. I did a few things today. I did some things today. That's amazing, Willow. That's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I don't even know how to, I mean, that's amazing. I don't even know how to compare to that because, oh my goodness, my days are all so different. They really are. They're so different, every single one of my days, and what I'm doing and what is being accomplished or whatever. Today, seriously, I got up and I didn't want to, but I did. It was like heavy body feeling. Your days have been starting with morning group meditations. That's awesome. Are you doing that online or in person? And just so you guys know, oh, you were asked to invite me. How nice. Who does them? On Zoom. Okay. Yeah, who were Dolphins and Hazel? I have no idea what that means. That's funny though. And just so you guys know, I am just gonna keep this Laura Hazel. Yeah, I have no idea who that is. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot that. What time do you guys do that? Does Laura Hazel have yeah, that's kind of a rough time for me. Typically. Just because that's, unless I get up really early, it just really depends on what time I wake up. Because each day is so different. Sometimes I'm out of bed by 6 or 6:30. Sometimes I'm awake and out of bed by 9:30. It can fluctuate between 3 and 4 hours, sometimes even more, but typically that's about it. And so, so sometimes at 10 o'clock, I'm done with all the animal stuff. I'm walking them and moving them around and feeding them, and I can start moving on to me time. And then sometimes I'm smack dab in the middle of it. So it really depends on the day with that. And then what I was going to say before is we're just going to keep this kind of open. I'm going to do some art. We're going to wait a little while and see who's going to come in, and then we're going to share some tarot and oracle and then get into the meditation. Yeah, if I can, I definitely will. So do they have a YouTube channel or a website, or who is this person? How do you know them? And I take it it's a guided meditation somebody does? And hopefully soon I'll be able to get things in situated so I can have kind of scheduled group meditations and on through Zoom as well. I mean, I do them on YouTube like this just because for now this is the way I have it set up, because that's just the way things are. But yeah, I also want that kind of forum as well. Yes, she's like you. Well, that's loaded. Okay, so yes, she's like me, so that means she has a YouTube channel. Okay, so I will look her up. So aside from that, you guys, oh, she works with dolphins. Interesting. Oh, I think you told me about her. But I don't think you said how you met. Maybe you did. I don't know. Maybe not. So it's a daily, it's every day at 1 o'clock Eastern. See, I used to do everyday meditations. That shit burns you out. I did it for months, and that was a lot of work. I don't think I'll ever go back to that. Theoretically, I'd like to do it, but yeah. Then again, it was not just a normal meditation. It was an astral meditation with channeling and working with GAIA and working with weather and all sorts of really intense shit. So it wasn't just like a regular like morning meditation. I'm not even sure I can do regular. Oh, interesting. And so, please chime in, you guys, with any interesting events, happenings, weather, body, whatever. Today is 7/22, so it is a super day. It's not like as big as the 27th, but this is all leading up to that. So this is kind of like the first how do we put this? Gosh. Well, I guess the easiest way to put it without getting too complicated, involving way too many things to describe this, would be that today is so far the strongest day of the second portal for various reasons. And I'll just leave it at that. 20 minutes, 7 seconds. And the time went backwards and forwards. Very cool. Holy shit. Sporadic, I guess. Oh, do Harry Potter. Oh, today, okay, so Sorting Hat Day. Isn't that a Canadian thing? That's Boxing Day. So what is Sorting Hat? Where does that come from? Sorting Hat Day. Where does that come from? I mean, this whole, seriously, almost every aspect of July is some type of clearing and cleaning and cleansing and healing and sorting and arranging and all this kind of stuff. It's just huge with this. Really getting into places with our timelines that are going to be, or where we're solidifying where we really are in our timelines, I guess you could say, leading into the next few months and the next big portals. We really need to have in place where we are, ascension wise, and our missions, what we're connected to, who we're connected to, where we are energetically for the future. And again, remember, we're always physically behind energetically, so we are catching up to where we are energetically all of the time. And so because we know all this, we're able to work with these energies, but we can also manipulate them. And really, really, really big thing I'm reminded of right now, before we get even into the oracle and stuff like that, is manifestation. Manifestation happening very quickly, synchronicities, really the need to pay attention to your thoughts and stay on top of them, watch them, observe them, and then if you find that they're lower vibrational in any way, or if you get irritated or angry or whatever, just observe it and move on. Don't, if you're thinking about future stuff, think all positively. You're bringing people into your world and into your universe that are good for you. People are leaving who need to leave, you know, shit like that. Send love out. Just feel into your heart chakra. You can work with your third eye more. Talk to your guides. Bring in Jesus, Michael. Again, Raziel working with us big time to help us connect. He says hello. He said, you know, he's so funny. He goes, you know, a lot of people don't know who I am. I'm kind of that nameless face that a lot of you know, but don't have a name for me, because I'm not somebody that's, or as far as in the angelics go, I'm not like a super well-known angelic, like some people. Very funny. And he says, but it's important now. He says, and I've been fine with that. But at this point, more of you are aware of me. And it is important for us to start working with you in that named way, where the identification. So that's why Raziel's been coming through so much. And I think you guys keep hearing his name and seeing his cards pop up. Him along with, well, I mean, all of us are here to help with ascension, but he's really great at helping you. He's like your own little private, like Sherlock Holmes kind of dude. If we're going to kind of break it down, he's really good at helping you figure stuff out and making things come to you that are easy for you to understand. You know, that kind of stuff. Symbols, signs, sacred geometry, this sort of stuff. He inspires you to create as well. In sort of a different way than I do. I'm like that art kind of creational kind of way, connecting with Gaia kind of way, and he's more about creating certain situations and aspects and creating a formula for you to that's your own in figuring your shit out. Okay, I gotta. Oh, okay, the hat thing. Gosh, 27 minutes and 22 seconds. I swear to you guys, the 27s are just 27. Oh, I think you told me that. How you got a crop circle tattoo. Maybe you did. I think maybe you did tell me this stuff. Or yeah. But I agree. Absolutely. Yes. The whole family thing and coming together here, meeting up with each other like we didn't have before. And I had that same kind of experience too, Willow, where a lot of people through my journey, my own stuff through the years, I really, had no one. And here in my life in person, it's just Rick I have in my daily life. It's still pretty solitary, but that's fine. There's more people that I have made connections with online and found through the years that, there's so many more people that are out there feeling and thinking and going through very similar things. And then to find that here, and then for me to be this kind of portal for it too is really, really cool for me. I love that. And just, looking forward to it getting larger and larger, people coming together, making more and more connections in the physical. Because we have to remember and understand that for the people that we come close to, for the people that are important in our lives, in any way, and for any length of time, really, there isn't kind of a distinction there. Like, oh, it's this once you've been around that long, you know. It's just it's not really like that. Oh, I gotta get my brushes. But it's definitely evolving, changing, the coming together, you know, for us all. That's really phase one of, you know, well, okay, call it phase two or phase three of mission, is for us all to wake up, start doing ourselves in a different way than we've ever done before, start getting healthy and clearing and loving ourselves and figuring out who we are and all that good stuff. And then working with our guides and oh, I keep forgetting stuff. It's so irritating. And then eventually really, really coming together. This has been, these are the first few phases of mission. So, and we're smack in the middle of that right now. We've had these little bites, little understandings of how that is as we're coming together and meeting people and stuff, but we're still like, the net is still far out, and we still are for many, many people still coming together in not just online, but in the physical. I mean, they're just as important whether we're meeting online or we're meeting in the physical. Whatever happens first, it's not like one is more important than the other, of course. Because what's so great is that are those internet connections, because it's afforded us a way to be able to connect like we couldn't ever before. I mean, there's no way I would know you guys if it wasn't for the internet, obviously. You know, you would never know who I am. I mean, shit, it's still hard for people to know who I am, and I am who I am, but that's another story. But you know what I'm saying? So this is, without a doubt, such a huge part of the way that we come together, is meeting through these channels that we have now. And so you keep wanting to cry, aw, because you feel grateful. You're so happy where we are now. Me too. Oh my God, I'm so happy where I am now, where we are now. Oh, you had a nightmare that you were dropped off in California and you were all by yourself? That's horrible. Well, I'm here, honey. You can come see me. You like my trees? Aw, thank you. Yeah, I'm liking them too. Like I said, I had something different in my mind. but I'm liking what it's turning into. I couldn't stop last night. I mean, I stopped with my painting I did last night, the river one. I was like, oh, I'm done with that one, but I wasn't done painting in general. Yeah, so this is, what you're feeling, what we're feeling now about being where we are. Where we are internally, what we're feeling on the inside, how we're connecting with our guides and our souls, and just knowing more than we've ever known before is so empowering. And yeah, a big part of what we're doing here and moving forward, and these next few phases, portals and stargates and months that we're going through for the rest of the year. You guys, it's just wowzers. But it's so exciting. It's all so positive and so good, and we're setting things up that we want to bring in, like I was saying before, manifestation, our energy, what we're focused on, and it doesn't have to be really detailed. And when we say being focused, it's just, it could be as broad as I am open to receiving the guidance that I need to help me be as productive today as I can be, help me with my highest priorities, guide me in these ways, you know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be, I'm accomplishing this and let's, it could just be really, but the point is that you're intentional. That's the big deal, is being intentional. Even when you're like, I don't have a plan right now, don't know what I'm doing with my day. Just kind of, I was kind of feeling like that today. Just like I said, time just flew by. I didn't get much. I feel like I didn't get much done. I did kind of sleep in a bit. I didn't get out of bed till like 9:30 by the time I did all that stuff I was talking about earlier. With the animals and going for my walk. And then I basically do videos every single day. I'm not uploading them, like all of my walks and stuff, but today's sky was wow. Today's weather is wow. It's very different here today than it was just yesterday. We definitely entered into a new frequency. Yes, that's an easy way to put it. And this morning when I went out there and I looked at the sky and I saw this big, huge, massive dragon, I'm recording and I'm thinking and I'm getting into all this stuff, and I'm like, it's just never ceases. Like, okay, let me put it this way. Number one, it never ceases to amaze me that on specific days, the weather, the energy, my body, before I can even think what day is today, when I'm opening up my eyes and I'm in bed and I'm processing as much as I can from astral, and I'm still downloading information, and my cat's on top of my bladder, and I'm, just all of that. Before I can even consciously think of what's today, I'm feeling it, you know, and then I'm putting it together, and then eventually I get my ass outside and I go, whoa, it's just out there in the air, everywhere, in the sky, with who's in the sky, with what's going on. And it just, like I said, it just kind of never ceases to amaze me that outward reflections of what we know is going on energetically. Not to anybody who doesn't know and isn't paying attention, doesn't have this information. They think it's just another day with different weather than we've had for the last several days, whatever, it happens, right? Jinx was saying how every other minute she's having different weather. So, you know, that's not that something that's going to really catch your attention. But if you are in the know, it's like, holy wowza. This is a true reflection to what I know is happening. And oh, I keep buffering. Exactly. Yeah, you just have to just let it flow. When you learn to just be easy about it, things that you know that you want to do, be creational. I mean, everything on my books that it's like, I got to do this, there's so much I got to do. All of it is creational. From the drawing to the painting to the stuff on my for my website to the stuff on my business card to the stuff, like, all of it is creational, which is awesome. Even when I'm doing stuff on this side of my office, the spiritual side of my office, it's creational. So I enjoy all those aspects of it, and I've had to let go of this constant, let's go. I got so much because I used to be like, come on, like everything was just, let's go, like everything just bothered me as far as time, how long things take, why I get stopped, why there's so much, in the way or whatever, et cetera, et cetera. It would frustrate me so. And now it's just, we've integrated to a point, and once you get to a certain point, you're just not so bothered with stuff. That's totally counterproductive. It doesn't help anything. You're in your moment that you're supposed to be. Whatever's coming at you is coming at you for whatever reason. And the more force you're adding to it, the harder it goes and gets. And the more you have faith and trust in what's happening in the process. And as long as you're paying attention and listening and doing your part, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's all you can possibly do is doing your part. Yeah, no, it's not easy. I'm not saying it is not easy. And for anybody going, oh my God, she's making this sound like it's easy. I hope I'm not, because it's not easy. It's a process. It's literally like slicing off the thinnest layers at a time, every single day, with every new situation, with every new portal, with every new gate, just slices and slices and slices, more clearing, more healing, more understanding, more self-discovery, more research, more time. It just takes time. And some of us, we have when we started this whole awakening into our true selves and who and what we really are in a real way, where we started to really metamorphosis out of the previous version of us, for many of us, that was not that long ago. And for many of us, we're not that young. I know we look it and sound it and all, but I will be 47 this year. I have been on this journey officially since I was 39 when I really started to get into back into feeling into yoga and getting into self-care and meditating, and then that meditation that ultimately was that brought me into curing myself and understanding energy. But it still took 5 years after that to get to an awakening, a conscious awakening, even though I'm like, yeah, so, you know, kind of cured myself of those fibromyalgia bullshit and just kind of stayed extraordinarily quiet about it and just led my life doing my thing, just kind of feeling into stuff because everything was different. And then you do start to awaken, you do start to understand things more, and then that's a process. It's all a process. It takes time. It takes time to unload baggage, whether you have baggage from 25 years or from 50 years or from 80 years, it doesn't matter. It takes time to unload that. And, but isn't it wonderful once you do? Hey, Sean. You had a really scary dream this morning. What was it about? Oh, so Willow, was your nightmare about, was that nightmare you were talking about today? How many people do we have in the house? I'm seeing 3 people, 3 likes. Look at how, you see this? I can't take this ring off. Well, maybe I can. I would really kind of like to, because it's kind of bothering me. I was wearing this ring when my mother physically, when she assaulted me last year, and she pulled my finger back. This is a perfect example of what I was talking about the other day when I was like, yeah, most people break bones. My joints just keep going. And you can see this. I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, like bendy. So she had pulled my arm back when I was trying to call the police, and she hooked onto my ring and pulled it back. And my whole hand over here was numb. I couldn't feel it. Now the feelings come back because I did healing on it. But when after it first happened, the injury first happened, you can see these 2 fingers look really, really different after that injury. But I couldn't feel anything on my hand right here for the longest time. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, I could feel my hand again, because it was totally numb. And I was wearing this ring, and for months, it's just very recently I could put this ring back on, this finger. But the weather there's so much pressure, and there's so much moisture in the air. It's really monsoony here. Oh, I'm getting off. Oh, wow. Woo! And I love this ring too. Absolutely love this ring. That is Australian wool, by the way. Oh man. With me, so it felt very real. That's the thing with nightmares and night terrors. They aim. So what happens with that is, and okay, not for all nightmares, let me just say, but for some nightmares, and you just have to know in it what's going on. Wow. Where'd everybody go? I'm going to stop here. I'm showing no people. I turn around. I'm like, whoa, yo, everybody's gone. But for some, are people coming back? No? I'm going to wait. I guess we have funky connection. You know what? Okay, I am going to stop my music on my YouTube. Oh, that reminds me. Yes, we're going to get into that. Wow, you guys, look at this. The moon right now is at 69.6%. And look at this. Moon 7:55 a.m. Sunset 7:55 a.m. Moonrise 1:42. Moon set 3:50. But this right here, this sunrise at 5:55 a.m. It's the 27th of July. And we're going to be at 21.7%. With the moon on its way to new moon at the end of the month. The only month where we have 2 new moons. Okay, so I hope that maybe that helps because I'm not sharing the internet with my phone, at least for YouTube. Let me see what else I have going on here that could be disturbing it. That sucks. We definitely don't want that happening for the meditation, now do we? Oh, then you got left in California. I wish I could have become lucid and tried to find you, but I got caught in the nightmare. That sucks. So what I was saying about that is that a lot of times what happens is as you're trying to ascend and do work in your astral, or as your guides are trying to connect with you in your astral during sleep time. And I'm not saying this happens with every situation, but sometimes it definitely, and it was with me. I got this information years and years after I used to have this problem with night terrors. And I had night terrors every single day. Every single day I had night terrors. And not fun. I went to the doctor about it. Was like, dude, you gotta help me. You gotta help me. He didn't. And then eventually I just didn't remember anything, any dreams at all. But anyway. What can happen is that you are basically hijacked in your sleep, in your astral, by these lower energy, negative entity little like gremlin things that basically hijack you and take you down into a lower frequency, and then can start to throw thought forms and mess with your nightmares, mess with your sleep, mess with your astral, get you off track, blah, blah, blah. I do. Yeah. So something to remember, or in that space, a lot of times what that is like I just described. You're taken into a room in which your fears are used against you. Any, you know, emotional stuff will be brought up. Now, here's what's cool about this. Whatever your nightmare is or is about is a good indication of where you need to focus on about healing and clearing. It may not be so you had a nightmare about this and it means that, but there's something there because it was used effectively if it's something that was effective. So turn a negative into a positive and wind it back that way, and take a look at it as much as you can remember about it, what your triggers were in your inner astral, and how that translates to your wake state. And this should help you in the future. And then also just remember, before you go to sleep at night, call in your guides. Remember to specifically talk to yourself and to Jesus by going to your crystal. And chances are you're going to bypass those lower entities and those lower frequencies. This is also a reason why he says to do this. We said you were going to be tested more this week. And this is also one of the ways in which you are tested. Even in your sleep. And especially now, because like I said, we're in this last boost time for kind of this next portal, this next phase and time of what we're doing here, and getting ready for the 8-8 portal, which is humongous, really big deal. And so we need to find our seats on the spacecraft, and whatever it is, but this is where we're figuring it out for where we're headed for this next phase. We all go through the portals no matter what, but it's our landing. It's where we're projecting into for the future that's important. And especially going into this 8-8 gate. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, because that is a kind of an outward thing coming at you in a certain way, where what you were describing, when the situations that you had a fight with your mom and then you're left someplace you don't know, these are well, one is literally an abandonment thing, trust issues. The fight with your mom kind of depends on really what that's all about, how you want to translate that. But there's many different ways in which we can be put in fear. Ugly things in the dark, or a loved one hurting us emotionally. Either thing can be used against us if we're not in a place of balance in these things, of seeing through the illusions. I had this telepathic conversation with somebody today, and they were like, "Are you afraid to see me?" And I said, "I'm not afraid of anything, let alone seeing you." And it just came out like that. I was just like, no, I'm not afraid. We don't play that. And it was kind of funny because it just came out, and really what it was like, does the thought of seeing me make you uncomfortable? Do you not want to see me? Do you avoid certain things? And I'm like, nope, not at all. Do I avoid situations in which people and myself are going to be uncomfortable, and it's a better idea to not go in certain whatever as they may come up, and as I'm guided to be like, yeah, you know, don't push it. Like, I don't look for anything. But at the same time, I'm not very easily intimidated at all. I'm not a fan of 5. Girl, what's your number? Love it. Who's all in the house, you guys? We have 5 people here. How wonderful. I'm going to finish up this little piece here with my painting. And maybe we'll get into the information I got about the 9's with the tarot and the oracle. And then we'll get ready for astral. Thank you guys all for being here with me, for sharing this 722. Remember your top priority, mastering your frequency, connecting with Gaia. And there's so many ways to do both of those things. And a couple of those ways, I mean, one of those ways is to be in nature and pay attention to what's around you. I love insects. Last couple videos I posted were me and a bug. One was a bee, one was a fly. Short little videos, but truth be told, I could literally do that kind of thing just all day, every day. Just take pictures, take video of nature every day, all day. And then go, it's what time? Shit. But see, I'm also guided to do these things and share them with you. Like I said, I take a lot of pictures and videos that nobody ever sees because I just, quite frankly, don't have time to share it yet. But when I do, it's special because there's something there that's meant to be seen, that I'm guided to share. You know what I mean? The percentage of what I share to what I actually have is, I don't even know. I probably shared 2% of all my different types of content, like stuff that you would consider content, or videos or photos or artwork. I just don't have the time to share it all. I'm not guided to. What I'm guided to do, I do. And whoever's guided to look at it is guided to look at it. You know, I release it. Once I have it, I make it, I live it, whatever, however you want to call it, and then I release it. It's just kind of how it has to be. I used to get frustrated about a lot of stuff, but a lot of that stuff, like we're talking about, doesn't frustrate me anymore. Oh, I love that. I had never thought of that, Sean. You really like the magenta pixie. The magenta pixie. What's the magenta pixie? I'm not sure what you're talking about. You see 5 people, 5 likes? I see 4 people, 4 likes. So somebody, I saw 5 and 5 before too. So somebody left and they took their like with them. Okay. You know, what can you do? Maybe they don't like my painting. Maybe they don't like me. Hold on while I don't care. I'm a little punchy today. Okay, guys. How are we feeling? How we doing? I'm inspired. I'm inspired. Holy shit. Break shit. How many people, raise your hand, how many people here would consider themselves clumsy or klutzy? Oh, okay. Kevin. Hi, Kevin. You're not clumsy or klutzy. That's nice. I'm both. So we have Kevin and Sean and Jessica and Willow and Karen. Oh my gosh, look at all you guys. All of it. Well, this will make you feel better because it made me feel better because I'm that too. So I was like, what the F, you guys? Talking to my guides a couple years ago. Why? Even after I'm cured of fibro and I'm totally like not in that body anymore, why is it that I still bang into stuff and knock stuff over? And, you know, I think I'm mindful. What is wrong? So turns out that, actually, I'm gonna block this up just a little bit. Yeah, okay. No. So the answer was that for some of us, it's still weird to be in a body. And when we like move through, even through life in a body, it's like we can go through things and we can't go through things. I can't move from like here to here and go through this without knocking it over. But somewhere subconsciously, deep down, because of what I am, I think I can. So I just go right through it. When I was a child, I knocked over more glasses like it was a daily thing because it was bad when I was a kid. Like I clearly had a hard time being in a body because I was constantly knocking into things, like knocking things over. Like it's like it's this weird otherworldly soul perception where you don't have the limitations of not being able to go through solid objects. Kevin, not bad. Not good. You guys crack me up. So when they like explained it to me like this, they're like, look, it's a solidity thing. It's a solid object thing. There's something deep set in you because as this like spark soul thing, you don't have a body. You've never being in a body is not like normal. So having arms and hands that knock into shit, and shoulders and all sorts of stuff like that, it's weird. The fact that people have drums in apartment buildings is just beyond me. Seriously. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. Would you, once we get, if he's still doing that, we're getting close to meditating, do you feel comfortable knocking on his door and asking him to stop? I mean, I would. I mean, it's your place. It's almost 8 p.m. right now. Yeah, I'm sure that that's really driving that want home. the want to move. So how is everybody feeling? Are we tired? Are we feeling good? Are we in any way pressed for time as far as getting on with things? As we know, I'm usually not in that. I mean, unless I'm told by my guides, like we had a couple of meditations where like, we're going to do this and promptly we're going to start at this time, blah, blah, blah. That wasn't happening today. So I'm just kind of going with the flow. I have a lot of dreams where I can move through walls. I had a dream friend that showed me by pulling me through the corners of the walls corners of the walls like they were portals. Very cool. And she's naked. I literally have no clothes on. Well, I took off my shirt a while ago because it was way too warm in here and nobody can see me yet. So I'm like, yeah, I'm taking this on. I'm not naked though. I do have a bralette on. Anybody have any idea what I'm doing here? Oh gosh, we're not going to start this guessing thing again. Kevin's not going to be able to decide on anything. Who wants to play How Many Tattoos Does Infiniti Have? and wait for the answer like a half hour later. Well, I said I was inspired. And I quickly moved on to this. I'll tell you guys right now, I have done no kind of, and I've gotten really no even glimpses of what we're doing in today's astral. Not a clue. I mean, I know what it's about, but I don't know what we're doing. Which is kind of fun. Really. You see my necklace? Just swinging away on its own. It's like a constant pendulum. Yes. And we'll do the mother and the earth smaller in here too. I won't do it all right now. But starting it is fun. There's no music on, you guys. Somebody needs to sing for me. Did it make it better? Are we not buffering anymore? You guys having that problem? Still? Or no? Sing overtones? Oh, goodness. Well, I guess it's not buffering anymore. Actually, oh, here we go. I need some honey. Oh, 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 oh. I am an angel and I can sing like one. Oh. Oh. I am going to. You don't know what I said? I don't know what I said. What did I say? Uh-oh, who knows what I said? Who knows what I said? I don't know what I said. Sometimes by the time I'm like talking and looking at what you guys are typing, I have no idea what you're referring to. It gets a little challenging. Okay, so I am I'm kind of out of it tonight. Yeah, I think that we're all kind of out of it tonight. Is everybody a little out of it? Just a little bit. That's okay. It's okay to be a little bit out of it. It's the energy. This Stargate, this portal that we're in right now, it's really intense. And so we're a little out of body, a little between dimensions and worlds, portals. We've also been kind of projecting into this astral and this meditation. I have anyway, even though I don't even know what we're going to do, and I never really do, not fully anyway. It's been in our consciousness, so that could be part of it too. You know? Maybe that's all part of it. Good. Maybe he's given himself a curfew that makes sense without anybody having to tell him. That would be nice. Oh, I don't know. Use this brush. Nope, I don't. F you, brush. I need a new brush. I shouldn't have done what I did with it the other day. I wasn't thinking. It happens. Ooh, I'm digging these colors. Not watercolors fun. So, did anybody create today? What did you create? Chime in with any creations or even ideas for creations. Maybe you didn't get to it, but maybe you thought about it. Or what have you been creating? I know that Karen did. That's cool. A wire mermaid egg that opens. So similar to your cosmic fairy portal. Something like that. Like similar to that. Because that's what you use, right? You use wire. I'm pretty sure. When are you gonna do it? When are you gonna work on it? I'm excited. Can you already like see it done, or do you have an idea for how you're doing it? Yes. How exciting. You see it. When you find an egg shape, like how big do you want it to be? So like that? Like hand shape, something like that? You know, or do you want it to be tiny? Or are you going to do different sizes? Ooh. Well, whatever. I don't want to see it. I'm going to need one of those too, I'm sure. And Karen did a cat and a hummingbird. You still working on those? Sweet. How exciting. There you go. Anybody else? Kevin, Sean, Jessica? Any things of creation going on. Kevin, did you finish that one that you showed me? With all the numbers. Did you finish that one? Did you color it all in? I'm hearing a no. A little one and a big one. Oh, that's so cute. You put a surprise. Oh, I just saw 133.33 with 4 people, 4 likes right when I read that. Wow, we're already an hour and 33 minutes into this feed? Holy shit. Doesn't feel like it. Oh my God. I was like, okay, when we get to an hour, I'm going to stop. And then we're going to get into the meditation. And it's an hour and 33 minutes into it. That's pretty funny. I think I'm a little off with time today. I did see your creations first thing in the morning. That's how I said I know that you did, because I saw them. Your cat and your hummingbird. You got my response, right? You're not posting. You don't want me to see. I haven't been on Instagram at all. Like, I'm literally never on Instagram anymore. So I won't look. You don't have to wait for that. Is it coming regular mailed? Is there like any kind of ETA on it? Okay, so here in a little bit, we'll wrap it up here as soon as I'm done with this, and then we'll get started with the meditation. Although I'm kind of considering starting a new feed, because this is already an hour and a half. You know what happens to the videos when they go long, and we know how long these meditations have been lately. They've been averaging an hour and a half to 2 hours long. Just so you know, you guys. So now would be the time. Who's all going to do the meditation? Is everybody doing the meditation that's here? I lost a body. Or maybe I didn't. I'm seeing 4 people here. I don't know what you guys are seeing. But I'm seeing 4 people. And if anybody, or everybody, I should say, everybody who's doing the meditation, FYI, it's probably going to be at least an hour and a half long. And that's just the way it's been, an hour and a half to 2 hours. So please make sure that you have something in your bellies before we get started, that you're not hungry, because you don't want to be distracted with that when we go into astral. Because that's one thing that definitely will be distracting. if you're meditating and your stomach is growling. It is to me. And if you're even remotely hungry, that might end up happening. It definitely does to me. I've run off a lot of energy in these astrals. That's the other thing too. I'm definitely like heavy and tired today, and that always it's always a little bit more energetically challenging for me to get to the astral when I'm already like that. I don't know why. It just has always kind of been that way. Not that the astral doesn't always make me feel better and more energized and lighter than when I started, and that's why this is so good for us, yada yada yada. But at the same time, I kind of feel the pressure of them. And even though energetically it changes really quick once we're in that space, before we get there, I'm always like, I guess if I am a little tired, I think to myself, I hope I'm not too tired for this. You know what I mean? It's just kind of that just kind of creeps in a little bit, because today my body, I woke up feeling like that. Again, no big surprise if what's going on. Okay. There's the beginning of a Mother Earth with the ME. Eats blueberries with chopsticks. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I eat blueberries with my fingers. That actually sounds really good right now. And I have blueberries. I love blueberries. Okay. I'm going to put a shirt on. Not the one I was wearing, because it's way too hot, and this freaking sun is coming right in this window right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's gonna get toasty up in here. I have new neighbors today. The 27th landed me with new neighbors. Actually, they were putting stuff into the trailer late last night, into my old trailer. So new portal, new neighbors. There we go. This is my, does it even have a hole in it? I hope this shirt has a hole in it. There we go. Classy. So classy up in here. That's funny. Ooh, that's fun. Okay. 12:12 on the stove clock. I have my stove not set to the right time, because the other number combinations that I see that are not set with time is fun, FYI. Oh my goodness, she's so fancy with her blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries with chopsticks. To avoid fingers from getting red and blue. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I get it. I'm handsy. I guess. I don't know. Gilbert. Hello, Gilbert. Almost looking at daisies, but I'd rather be here. Aw. It sounds like fun. I've never tried it. I don't even have chopsticks, do I? I don't know. All right, so there's my meat. We'll get back to that later. My pink trees we'll get back to later as well. Oh, that's cool. Rainbow aura chopsticks. That's awesome. Where am I putting this? Okay, that works. All right, guys. I move stuff. Oh, there you go. Naked Rothy. Look, guys, I brought one more of my branches in. It's so big. Tripod, work with me. Back up, but I can't. Oh, well. You can kind of see it. Isn't it so pretty? I had those other branches there, but I brought in. You can see what's going on here. This one right here. It's huge. All right, let's see. See my hole? See my hole? That is hilarious. See, now I'm screwed because I can't see what you see here. Let me back this up. Nobody needs to see me that close up. Now, see, I have to look this way. That sucks. That sucks. Maybe I'll move it this way so I can get a little bit. Yeah, I'm still going to see. Oh, don't fall. Mr. There we go, I guess. That's a works. Yeah? If I was taller and you could just see my mouth like this. I'm so silly. I cannot help it myself. Okay. See? You see my hole? I am so goofy today. I cannot. Don't know what's. I really don't. I'm sorry. I apologize. I need to grow up. Damn it. All right. I promised you all. Goofy is good. Oh, I'm so glad you like Goofy because there's an abundance of that going on here. That's for sure. Okay. Serious time now, people. We're going to get into Tarot and Oracle now. Oh, maybe we should start the new feed. What time is it? 1:47. Everybody present and accounted for that's probably going to be here is here now. me and you all. So yeah, let's do that real quick. Your inner child holds, yes. Let's just do, I'm not going to even move. I'm not going to be like, yeah, like in a few minutes. I'm just going to end this feed and start a new one straight away. And then that way we can get right into the oracle that I want to talk to you guys about, and then the meditation. Okay, does that sound good? Gilbert. Still thinking about Tinkerbell, huh? Oh, I'm getting tingly. You guys getting tingly? I'm getting tingly. I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, guys, I'm going to end this feed. I'm going to come right back, and you all are going to come back with me. Yes? Okay, guys, I'll see you in just a few. Don't forget the key is to create infinite love and blessings, and I love you already. Come back, come back, come back.